Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old Bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley's, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home? No, get up, Corey. When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia. Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world. I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match. She said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE. And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley. Take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her. The early quick cover, title on the line.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Straight to the knee.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get.
Gets out of dodge. Huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
And Bayley gets cut right off. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting.
Forearm gonna cut off the win. Guillotine applied. The guillotine locked in. This is all. This was an incredible counter. Man. Mat slam.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi.
Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading
Up high.
crashing to the floor.
Went for a high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain.
The challenger is fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to...
From the top rope. Oh, what a quick answer. Not so fast. Hurricane Rana.
Good grief. Might just have the quickness advantage over the champ. That could factor into this in a very big way when push comes to shove.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Naomi has tested her mettle and reach.
Up high.
All the way down to the floor.
Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact on the outside.
To the sky.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk.
She throws her back in.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Oh, man.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
Into code red.
Now that's what you call impact. Incoming.
Climbing to the top rope here.
Watching her prey rise. We know what she's looking for here.
Up high. Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air. Knee drop.
She knew how to evade that. Oh, man. Kick to the face. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Watch out.
Okay, this is pissing me off. Well, I should have put the damn difficulty back down. I can't stand this shit. Legends cool when they put up a fight. Not so much when you gotta do these stupid ass objectives. Especially when it's a time objective. That gives way too much trouble than it's
Bailey
worth.
sent to the outside. Perched up top. And completely.
Fuck this shit. When this shit goes on, I hate this mode. I'm about 2 seconds away from going back and putting the difficulty back down.
Working that hold now. And I think that... Trying to show how bad she wants to stay in this match.
Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Naomi's heading up top. Perched up top. Oh, crash and burn.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat.
Get back here.
Leg lariat. Taking flight. They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky. To the top rope again? How many more times? From the top.
Oh, diving crossbody.
Takes a...
Oh, sure, now it works. When it doesn't fucking count.
This might be it.
I can't fucking stand it. I hate that damn thing. Why is it so different? Fuck this shit.
Become a 3-time women's champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs... Look out!
Whoa, hold on. Things turn around quickly.
Fucking really?
Climbing the turnbuckle to the top. From the top. Fends it up. Good counter.
Sliding out of danger there.
Oh, what a forearm. Naomi finds her target with that one.
Oof, flipped right into the post.
Naomi's heading up top. Perched up top. Oh.
The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to...
That shit should not have took as long as it did. Oh, is this another time? Oh my fucking god.
Use her superior athleticism. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So, this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bailey is used to.
And Naomi says that after taking time off, she's better physically and mentally than she's ever been in her career.
Whoa! Cross body!
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bailey and keeping her all out of sorts.
Oh, man.
Oh, man!
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Naomi! Feel the glow! There it is.
It is. It's locked in. A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break. Quick thinking from Naomi.
Naomi managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Yeah, Naomi's survival instincts are taking over.
Bam! She flipped that attack around. Boom! Right to the jaw. Oh, you can pick up your teeth in section 112. And that prevents Bailey's attack.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Wards that off. What a response. Talk about rocking the jaw. Kick to the abdomen.
This is just establishing dominance, followed by the stomp.
Bailey realizes that Naomi wants to pick.
Late pin. Championship on the line. Quick count out after one.
Wow, I thought this was over.
She's looking to go top rope here.
The role model perched on the top turnbuckle. Here it comes. Ooh, poorly timed, high-risk attempt. Oh, what a kick. She turns that attack away. A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Oh, sent flying. Placing her against the turnbuckle. Barely combats out of that. Clubbing blow to the back. And an answer from her. Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to be.
She's getting back up, but she's super out of it.
Real view by Naomi. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
What a display of stamina. The champ showing they are truly worthy of this title. But things might only get harder from here.
Naomi thought she had her beat there, but this one will continue.
No doubt she's looking to end her here.
No, no, no.
Suicide dive!
No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained big rewards.
She's struggling and looking like an easy target. Watching!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there. Bayley caught Naomi right where she wanted her, and now she's got to capitalize. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Uh-oh, dragon screw.
Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books.
We almost just saw a count out there, but the match continues.
Oh, I think the ring just moved. The role model looking to end it. Has it hooked? And there's the rose plant. That's it. The title's going nowhere.
Fuck.
Just release the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
She's rising up, rising into a precarious position.
Bayley fending that off. She escapes the attack.
Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Off the rope.
Born into the kick. That was disastrous. Oh, she has her right where she wants her. Oh, real view by Naomi. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Shoulder up, still holding on to the title.
Guys, I thought we were getting a new champion there. Well, we might see a new champ here tonight. Don't put the cart before the horse. The champ kicked out and has no intentions on losing that title anytime soon.
What else does Naomi need to do? She's fought so hard, but still can't close it out.
Good grief. And that core area really getting lit up.
Ow! And Naomi is has taken the upper hand.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
Off the rope.
Look for the springboard and miss.
Bayley turning up her aggression, showing that newer, vindictive side of her.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
Throws her back in from ringside.
Whoa, just floating through the air.
Pin. Title in the balance.
Naomi did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and
The more this goes on, the more pissed off I get. That should never be that annoying. It's not a good challenge, it's just annoying during the time objectives and that bullshit.
Championship has ended. The glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
There's another thing, I'm starting to notice it now. I used to prefer the timed pin mini game opposed to the rapid one. But they kind of changed it now, and it's throwing me off a lot in 2025, in 2K25. It's now that the timed input, it doesn't, when you're strong or have a lot of energy, it's really easy to get the hot spot, get it right in the red zone to kick out. But they made it so it's as if you just got a finisher, like in the last game. You would have to take like a couple of finishes before the mini game would act like that, stopping for like a half second during the pin. It didn't do that in the older games, so that's a little annoying now. It's really throwing me off and making me blow that pin constantly early on in the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few. There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano and a combined weight pounds, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
I do not see how Lou Albino was Super Mario back in the day.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables matches of the match. The Dudley Boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of it.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer, a truck. They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Backbreaker.
That blow might be a test to Bubba Ray's toughness.
Alpha showing an aggression that won't be contained.
Devon's toughness being called into question by that offense.
Sika making an example of his opponent. Oof.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
Release back suplex.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Big boot. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come. A very physical.
From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Thunderous powerbomb.
Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
And he heads back into the ring. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Oh, he saw it coming. Calculating the next move here. Launch face first. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common with most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Just whipped into the table. He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand.
Hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Escape and a takedown.
Came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial, had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be blast off.
Surely this match can't go on much longer.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now. Down to boom, and a double axe handle smash. Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection would leave a rough.
Kendo stick to the skull.
Devon creates an opening. Stops the kick.
Lots of counters from each athlete.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
That shit could have been a lot harder than it actually ended up being. That was easy. Was simple. Could have went awry real quick.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal chief. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility, with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Melo needs the night off.
Well, Melo talked about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match gonna happen?
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa. Named his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
And Carmelo gets stifled. You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who have held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns in both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
Wait, did I actually miss something? What the fuck? When? Oh, looks like I gotta keep him in the ring and can't let him get out of it while I hit him.
Sharp kick. Looking for a scoop slam. No, slips behind.
Inverted DD. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Clothesline in the...
Oh, not what Hayes intended. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
And momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
This is a Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver.
Right now he's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does. Springboard. Oh, my.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Uh-oh. Samoan drop.
The whole ring in between them.
Boom. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the Bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick might be even thicker than blood. Boom!
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, the elbow connects. Oh, look at this. Boot right to the throat. Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes save that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same. Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too. What a way to celebrate a year of NXT 2.0.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now
What?
Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends.
Ooh.
First 48. And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron. Well, you can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away. Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Momentum clearly on the side.
Looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. Rearing way back. There's a Samoan spike.
Looking for the pin.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
As Melo would say, if you call your shot, you better make it. Solo took the shot, hit the shot, and now he's the new North American champion.
Alright, I think I'll try one more. Then call it a pause.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight is personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the tribal chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
You know, I heard tonight that he was officially cast as Kuma in the Street Fighter movie. Man, look at him. I kind of can see it. This might actually work. But careful now, it is a live-action video game adaptation.
Corey, in SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
And sorry, I forgot. I don't have my headphones on. So the audio from the TV must be bleeping into the microphone here. That's on me.
Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns and his record 516-day reign as Universal Rollins donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Boot to the stomach. Oh, look at this. So ruthless.
Being placed in the corner here. Oh, shoulder to the gut. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Pin attempt by the champion.
No, he kicks out. He's still in this. Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Not a good spot to be in.
Big powerbomb. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's.
Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. Wow, the power that...
And he very quickly counters.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Ow! Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up. Just like that, sent out of the ring. Bringing this back into the ring.
Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting.
Tag with a punch. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Oh, what a boot. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And Reigns got turned around there.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Stopping their opponent.
Followed by a forearm smash.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Insulting.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Right to the leg.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
yeah!
Wow!
Roman Reigns saying this is not the WWE Universe. This is Roman's universe.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
And if this crowd knew any better, they'd be giving him a thunderous ovation right now.
Reigns really having his way right here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Switches into a flapjack. Drops the elbow.
The Tribal Chief locked and loaded.
Uh-oh.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Maybe not, maybe not. The champ kicks out with authority.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Reigns turns that around.
Here comes a neck breaker, but their opponent has other plans. Great resistance and a neck breaker counter.
Oh, he cuts it off. Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And Reigns is holding nothing back against Rollins. One counter met by another.
Oh, man, good grief.
Turn your lights out.
Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic...
There's the pin for the championship. Oh, close call makes the champ nervous.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
What a counter. That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark. Double axe handle finds the mark. Clothesline in the corner, and a couple back elbows to follow. Reigns in the corner, ready to strike. Champ close to ending it here. Just mounted with punches and not.
And a stomp to the gut.
Ooh.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
yeah!
Wow. Roman Reigns has just taken command.
This can't be how Rollins envisioned his night going.
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Try to keep him on the back foot.
Jeez, enough already.
Elbow drop.
Getting up real slow. Not quite all there.
Everything he can do to create space here.
Catches a punch.
Rollins can't.
Okay, this is really pissing me off again. It's like, okay, there's a thin line between challenge, fun challenge, and just fucking annoying and wasting your time. You know what I mean?
Dropping the elbow.
You can tell he's looking to end this here. The Superman punch. Absolutely everything he had on Rollins there.
Rollins lands hard ringside. He's making his way to ringside now.
He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive target on his back. Spear by Reigns! That is how a true champion does. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover. Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing. After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade. Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope. I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. He locked in far too long. Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing.
Superman punch!
That is the spear! Consider your title dreams dashed for the pin. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield. It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget it.